So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to fly Spirit Airlines. I know there's a lot of preconceived notions about Spirit Airlines, and I kind of want to remove those thoughts. If you're looking for a budget-friendly airline to fly, just to get from point A to point B, all around the world, I feel like travel is really quick, fast, and easy. So let's just get into it. So start by going to Spirit.com. I'm gonna do a mock flight, even though I'm traveling today. Let's say you were going with your spouse or somebody for Valentine's Day from February 11th to the 15th to Fort Lauderdale. Spirit doesn't fly to Miami, but Miami is about 30 minutes away from Fort Lauderdale. So you go ahead and you look up your flight. I'm an early morning person when it comes to flights. The 9:53 a.m. looks appealing because number one, it's cheap and is the cheaper of the options. So the going away or the coming back flight, you want to focus on, once again, like I said, I like to focus on the price of the flight, and I kind of scale until I see the right fit for me, which is looking like that 7 a.m. flight on a Monday morning. I can have the whole day coming back on Monday. So here's the tricky part. So once you pick your flight for Spirit, they give you an exact price of what your flight is going to be. Then they give you a whole bunch of upgrade options. So let's say you want to go ahead and you want to get book it random. You want to upgrade. I just want to do a regular flight, with a random seat and one personal item. So I pretty much kind of go from there. And then I will go ahead and these are all the different bundles that they have and what they will offer you. You can add to your flight for $65, or you can pick a seat, personal item, carry on, and things like that. And this is $65 for each way on the flight. So just be sure, because a lot of times people are saying their price tends to go up. So if you don't select any of those, they'll give you an option to continue. You put in the person's name. In this case, I'm just gonna do John Doe. I've always wanted to do those just because I always see it on like random items and things like that. So you go ahead and you put in your information, put in your date of birth, everything as you would as you were normally traveling. Contact information, first and last name, hotel address, and everything. Not hotel, but address that you're going to be staying, and everything. And then you go ahead and you input all your information. Just once again, mock address, and put everything in, and just to give you a feel for it. And then you hit continue. Then again, they're going to ask you if you want to add bags. Once again, they will list out each prices, and this is for each way, no matter if you book a round trip ticket. So they give you the prices for the carry-on or the check bags if you're looking to check bag. Once again, if you're flying budget friendly, you're always allowed a personal item, which is a book bag, which you can put things if you're going for 2 or 3 nights or so. Just depending on how heavy you want to travel. But once again, I just want to let you know this is for each way as far as each prices go. Then you go ahead, it's going to tell you to continue. You continue without adding bags. Once again, your price is going to remain the same. They're going to ask you, are you sure this is what you want to do? Because if you get to the airport, the bags are going to be a little bit more expensive. So they outline everything for you that you have to do to keep your price where you want your price. Then they're going to go to a choose seat option. So this is where it can get tricky. If you want to purchase a seat, usually in the front of the plane, there are more padded seats, just like first class and regular airlines, where you can purchase a seat, or you can leave it blank. So you don't actually have to purchase any of these seats, even though you see it there for about $19. There's another one for $20, which adds to your ticket price. So if you continue without adding a seat, they will randomly select you a seat anyways. And it's not to say that you would get a bad seat. If you check in early, today I flew and I was able to get a window seat. But they will also let you know, hey, are you looking for a hotel? You can pick that option as well. Or they're going to ask you if you're looking to add on to cars or additional hotels, or any type of flight flex. If you want shortcut through security, shortcut boarding, they have shortcut boarding for about $5.99 each way, which is really, really good. And then also they're going to ask you, if you want to check in. Now, there's three options listed on the check-in. You can either check in mobile, or you can check in via phone. I would usually pick the check-in, via my mobile pass, but just because, the time period that we live in, we could just check in on our phone, and it's completely free. Instead of paying $10 at a gate to check in dire needs. But you'll go ahead, and once again, if you choose the right option, your flight total still stays at the $85 that you book it for the original flight, and then you will go ahead and continue from there. So once you continue, it'll take you to your payment, and you go over your itinerary, make sure everything is right, and then you pretty much just kind of go there, book your flight, and then pretty much get on the way to go. It's really, really simple. Taking you through the process. You can add insurance if you want to. I selected no, just to keep my flight where I want it to be. There's a Spirit Club you can join, which keeps your baggage fees different. You can sign up for a credit card if you choose to. All major credit cards, or PayPal if you need to as well. And then you just hit book, and then you'll be able to book your trip, and then pretty much kind of go from there. And simple steps. Airport outfit, headed to the airport in Atlanta. Make sure, grab my essentials, whatever I need to travel, which is, number one, passport, wallet, and then travel bag, and then go from there. I flew through Atlanta airport. It was at 3 p.m. and security line was dead, possibly because of COVID and things like that. But the TSS line was pretty good to walk through. Here you can see kind of a walkthrough of the airport going into the gates, and I flew gate D, so you could kind of see it from that way. But the experience was pretty simple going through the airport. Now I am headed to my flight, walking through Atlanta just so I can just show the way to the gate or the airport a little bit, and then give you the option of, you can take the train or you can take the moving stairways when you're in Atlanta airport. I know my easiest option is to take the train to the gate and then just kind of go from there. But there's a whole bunch of things to see, different artwork, different sceneries and things like that to see around the Atlanta airport that you might choose to. So if you go around Atlanta, you could see the airport. It's one of the most visited airports in the world. So definitely lots of sculptures, lots of photographs, lots of pictures and things like that to see. And you could kind of go around it and then go from there. So like I mentioned earlier, I walked to gate C. I was taking off at gate D. So I ended up going through the train, got in the train, and pretty quick, probably like a 30-second trip through the train. Got to my concourse, which was concourse D, which is the same gates as Delta if you live in Atlanta, but it's all the way down, right? Because Spirit is like D3 or so. Got to the arrivals, checked the board. Every single flight was on time. My flight was already boarded into Fort Lauderdale, which I mentioned was at 3. Got on the walkway, headed to my plane. And I just wanted to show the inside of the plane. Here's the front padded seats in the front here that you could purchase. And you can see that all the seats are pretty comfortable. Regardless of what you may hear about some of the flights, a lot of the flights are actually very, very new. And you can see from this, there's no TVs in the back of the flight, but as you can see, it's comfortable. Just kind of showing you the different seats in the flight. And then I got to my seat, sat down. The middle seat was open, which was great for social distancing. That's not normally the case, but in my case, and especially into this day, I don't think airplanes are too full when you're looking at these type of things. But here's the leg room. You can see, I'm about 5'11", 6 feet. You can see where, I have enough leg room. You can slide out. It was time. The flight attendant, read the little things that they read. And we were on the way to go. Got to Fort Lauderdale safe and freely. Walked out of the airplane. It was a really, really easy flight. I would say the only thing was, there was a gentleman in the back talking and things like that. If you got some headphones, just put it on, and I think you should be fine. Walking out the airport, here's the gate that you would walk out with in Fort Lauderdale Airport, and got outside and was pretty much ready to go. Like I said, pretty simple process. Let me know what you think, and then we'll go from there.